Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Ezoku. You're welcome. So, my people, I thank you so much for joining me on this very, very short notice once again. So, if you are new to my page, my channel on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share the videos. If you are not yet subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button on YouTube or to subscribe to my page. Subscription on Facebook is more like support. So if you want to do that, please go ahead and do that, or you can send stars, however you want to support. You're welcome. So in this video, I want to quickly go through this video that I saw, and this man, obviously he's a reverend father. He says that he's the Reverend Father Arinze CKC or nature. So his name is Father Arinze, and obviously he's ministering in CKC or nature. So I got this video like this. So he was saying something, and this is some of the things that are being used to psych up our people and their emotions. Like I was saying yesterday, like the chief Iwanyan, all the things that is going on in the southeast, he never uttered the word. Yesterday we heard everything that happened, even today, because of sit at home. And we know that in the southeast they now have officially 4 working days, because Mondays are basically non-working day, because serious things are not open because of all the eventualities that can come up on Mondays, especially when it comes to bank, when it comes to big businesses. Like little things here and there, people can be seen maybe going about to do it, but serious things, you can't do anything serious on a Monday in the southeast. And the southeast has been on that kind of lockdown for so long, and they never utter a word. But they want to go to Lagos, like this is so unbelievable. And they will say, oh, they have the right to live everywhere. Yeah, you have the right to live everywhere, but when you are in a place and your campaign is coming across to the locals as anti-local, and you're supposed to appreciate it. At least stop trivializing people's emotion. Stop trivializing people's perspective. You need to be calm enough to understand the viewpoint of the people around you, so that you can, blend in. You are standing off and confrontational, and you are talking about one Igbo person in Lagos, and that all of you are going to die. They're like, are you okay? A whole chief Iwanyanwu, like this is somebody we heard his name growing up. But that's a conversation for another day. Like I've already said what I wanted to say. And some people obviously they came up defending him and saying, have you seen the video? Blah 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 blah. Always looking for a defense. We know when Oba Okiolu made a statement that if the Igbo don't vote for APC, that they will find themselves in the lagoon. Everybody heard the uproar. It was everywhere. It was trending. There was a lot of talk about it. So in the same breath, when you hear something like that from your own, condemn it, because anything that anybody says to incite ethnic rivalry is wrong, right? And you have to call the person out for it. And the person have to come out openly and retract that statement and correct himself and put it the way it's supposed to be, politically correct. So they don't have that liberty to be psyching up the whole Igbo youth again to set them up for their own destruction. So that being said, let's go into this video right now. Good evening. You're welcome, everyone that is joining. Ikechi, I sight you. Follow Ronsha, I greet you. Austin and Jock, you're welcome. I greet you. I know for Chike, I think I beg you. I don't understand this your name. Oh, channel, you're welcome. Good evening. Good evening. So, I want us to listen to this video, and then I'll give my own commentary.
Old truth, robbery and kidnapping. I am looking for a home. I went to the West.
So he that's why I titled this video In Search of a Home. So this man, his name is saying on this video, he said Father Arinze CKC Onitsha. Obviously he's in CKC Onitsha. So he is saying that he's in search of a home. And in that search for a home, he went to the West, as in abroad, and they said this and that. And then he went to the southwest of Nigeria, and they said this and this. And then he went to the south, to the north and northern part of Nigeria, and they said this and this. And then he goes to the southeast. So let's just listen, and then I will give my own commentary.
I am looking for a home. I went to the West, they called me nigger.
Mhm.
I come home to the West, they called me Onye Igbo.
Mhm.
Only this time, West was supposed to be my home,
Okay,
my
now
country.
your country.
I
Mhm.
went to the North,
You
they
went to
called
the
me
north.
Nyamiri.
Okay,
I
now.
asked the meaning. I
Mm.
was told that my
Mm.
fathers
Mm.
died of thirst, being
Okay.
tortured in the war that
Mhm.
wasn't actually a war,
Mm-hmm.
but a
But a
pogrom,
program.
a
Mm-hmm.
genocide.
We don't hear that one
I
before
went
now.
to the East.
Uh-huh.
There is no seaport
There is no
or
seaport.
airport
There is
from
no
where I can
airport.
connect the world, no consulate to get visa.
Mm.
Yet they mock the East
Mm.
for not being cosmopolitan.
Mm.
Who want go where them no put even one federal infrastructure?
Mm.
Some of my kith and kin are fed up and want to rise up in demand of freedom from
Mm-hmm.
the shackles
Mm-hmm.
that Nigeria has become.
Mm-hmm.
They call them terrorists
Mm-hmm.
and yank them off to prison.
Okay, now.
Yet, herders and many others had unleashed terror on our
Mm-hmm.
people for
Mm.
decades
Mm-hmm.
and have killed thousands.
Mm.
Yet their name is not even on the list.
Mm-hmm.
I go out to vote. I am told to go back home.
Mm-hmm.
I asked why. They told me I am not an indigent.
Mm-hmm.
I said, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm.
I live here. I earn my living here.
Mm-hmm.
I pay taxes here. And this is my country.
Mm.
So many contradictions I see in my country.
Mm.
Lies called truth,
Mm.
robbery, and kidnapping
Mm.
legitimized by this election.
Mm.
I fear for the children growing up in this crime
Mm-hmm.
scene. And now the new glitch is go to court.
Uh-huh.
They plan evil,
Okay.
execute it, and tell the victim to go to court
Okay.
because the court they know
A
is cash
reverend
and carry.
father is sitting there
And
inside
what pains
church.
me most, the
Uh-huh.
preachers tell the victim to accept it
Mm-hmm.
as the will of God.
Okay.
So many contradictions. My
Mm-hmm.
head spin. I
Okay.
wish I had a place I can call home.
That is it. So, in all of this, he's not saying, I wish I have a place I can call home. Like, hello? Am I missing something? You say you don't have a home. How come? Let's even start from there. How come you don't have a home? Like, if I want to start talk a story of my life, am I going to start when I came to Germany? Like, they stand reason on its head. It's like, this is a cup now. If you want to use it in their logic, you will turn it upside down. I don't want to turn it so that I will not skip something. You know, like you turn it on its head, something like that. Let me cover this tea. I hope it's closed. So, this is like a flask now. And then you will turn it on your head like this. That's how they turn logic on its head. Like, why? So, why are you in search of a home, Onye Igbo? That's the question you are not answering. Ndị Igbo, our people. Anybody wey this thing dey vex, so Chief Iwanyanwu and co, billionaire without home. Hey, you people are billionaires, you don't have a home. Who do una? And now una dey make mouth so say una develop everywhere, una develop everywhere. Can you develop everywhere and you did not develop your place? Can you? Hmm? Hey, good evening, Elisha. I said to you. Austin, you can use star, or you can subscribe, or you can use PayPal, anyhow you want. So my people, let us put mouth in this matter, because this man is a church, is in the church, and he has a congregation that come and listen to him. Imagine he's feeding them this kind of narrative and telling them that they are in search of a home. Were ndị Igbo born homeless? That's the question. Maybe that's the right way to title this thing. Were ndị Igbo born homeless? Like, are ndị Igbo homeless babies? Why is Onye Igbo looking for a home? That is the question. Are you a homeless baby, an orphan? When dem born, throway you for west, throway you for southwest, throway you for north. Notice how he was saying, he was talking about his interrelationship with people he met in the West, that is in Obodo Yibo. He said he went there, the people he met there, they called him whatever. Then he went to southwest of Nigeria, the people he met there, that is the Yoruba people, they called him this. Like, at least he's talking about the people he met, right? Then he went to the north, the people he met there also, and then he had to add that twist of the civil war. They were thirsty, and they couldn't quench their thirst. Anything to turn the emotion again. They'll say, "I chai chai." You understand? But when he goes to the southeast, he's not talking about the interrelationship with people. The people you saw there, what happened? What did they call you? He said that he went there, there is no airport. Yeah, there is no seaport, right? When you went to the north, was there a seaport there? Right? Okay, you have a seaport in the southwest. We know that. But we also know that there's a seaport in Calabar, there's a seaport in Port Harcourt, right? And there's now an airport in Enugu. So what is this? You went here, you meet people. You went here, you meet people, but you went to the southeast. Now airport and seaport you can't dey look for. You did not meet anybody there. Like, it's a desert. Like, there is nobody there. It's an empty space. So when you go there, you have to go and be looking for airport. Okay, the time you were going, what did you use to go wherever you were going, right? So because there is no airport, because there is no seaport, that's why your schools, your public schools are damaged, abi. That's why the hospital are not working, abi. That's why someone like Ikpeazu did not pay salaries for more than 63 months, according to Alex Oti. He said they have not paid salaries for more than 2 years. They are not paying people salaries. They are not paying people pension. Is it because there is no seaport? Right? There's no seaport. That's why you couldn't do anyone for your people. You can't even maintain the life there. You cannot build industry. Good evening, Eromo. So because there is no seaport, you see, why are you in search of a home? I think that's a legitimate question. I made a post that day. They came at me. Why are you saying that they will go? They will go. Did I say anybody should not go? Now, uncle, how many people have gone? You have a home, but you are in search of a home. Whose fault is that? When Nigeria started on what they call it, regionality. It was a problem. Who changed it? You changed it to this central system, and Gowon came and took our advantage and split it more into 12 states. And from 12 states, they say no, they need to split it more so that development will get closer to the people. They continue to split it, to split it, to split it. The development never ever get to the people. It end up in the hand of the politicians. Till now, the matter we still dey talk. So what does looking for a home mean for Onye Igbo? Why would a reverend father that is there in the church preaching in search of a home? I went to look for a home. I did not see a home. What happened to the home that your forefathers bequeathed unto you? I don't get it. Eh? But God gave, we have a home, Abi. We are the only one that have a homeland on the surface of this earth. Like, we have a region that we can call Alibo. It's like in this German, they call it Deutschland. Deutschland is exactly the equivalent of Alibo. Eh? Ile Yoruba. That's what it means. Deutschland, German land, Ala Germany, Alibo. So you have Ali Igbo, but you are in search of a home. And the blame goes to Yoruba that call you Omo Igbo. It becomes an insult that they call you Onye Igbo, right? And then you go to the north, they call you Nyamiri. It becomes an insult. That's why you are in search of a home, right? Okay, what happened to your own home? Why is the story starting from when you went to the west? Why didn't the story start from where you were born, son of a useless generation of women like Ugonna Okoro? I don't even know why I'm giving you attention. Why don't your mother tell you the story of where you were born? When you were born, what happened? Why are you in such a, were you born homeless, landless, identityless, cultureless, languageless? What is it that you are looking for? I've never seen this kind of a thing. Anything, anybody wey the thing wey I dey talk dey vex, make e use that vaccination go call developers, make dem come look into the situation of the southeast and develop it. Me, I don want to hear. If you go to Lagos and meddle the way they don like it, if they say anyhow, you must obey it. Okay? If you don't like it, Ali Igbo is there for you. Stop looking for a home. Bottom line, Ali Igbo is there. Ali Igbo is there. You are a slave, you are a slave. Ali Igbo is there. You people must go back there and deal with what is facing you. Stop running and pointing fingers. Stop running and pointing fingers. I've seen the bingo, yeah. You know, they can't engage. Useless woman. Useless woman. How many times you want to write, tell us that your mother is useless? How many times? Okay, goodbye, bingos. Make una use that vaccination. If you go to Hausa land, they call you Yamini and you don't like it, go to your land and develop it and stay there. So when you go and visit, they will give you that respect. Say, your life don't depend here. You just come to visit. Stop complaining. Me, I cannot deal with this complaint again. Rise up and do something. After all, you are the emperor, the conqueror, the lion, the champion. Go and develop Ali Igbo. Stop complaining. Stop looking for a home. You are not homeless, Onye Igbo. You are not landless, Onye Igbo. You are not cultureless, Onye Igbo. You are not identityless, Onye Igbo. Because you are not an orphan, Onye Igbo. You have ancestors that came before you, Onye Igbo. Stop looking for a home. Reverend Father Arinze of CKC or Nature, why are you looking for a home? Are you a homeless person? You are there in Onitsha. Is Onitsha not a home for you? Why did you have to go to everywhere? Why are you inciting your clergy, your laity, and lying to them that they are homeless? Did they sleep on the floor? Did they sleep on the street? Shebi they came from their house to your church. You see how they incite our people. Anybody that don't like what I'm saying, I'm sorry, there's one video that I want to share with you. This woman Omu of Anioma made. I'll share it with you. Anybody that don't like what I'm saying, I know send you message you. You don't hear her. Use that vaccination. Go and develop Ali Igbo. I no send you message. I don't know why you are looking for a home when God give you a home. When you were born an Onye Igbo, in Ali Igbo, you have Asusu Igbo, you have Omen Ali Igbo, you have a people, you have an area on the surface of this earth, the whole wide world, when they can look, when I'm turning that map of the world, if you look at it, there's a spot you can call Ali Igbo, and you say you are homeless, in looking for a home, whatever.
Of the Igbo man in his fundamental issues of one, investment of the Igbo man in his land. It is abomination that the Igbo man will live here and go in the West and invest in the West. When you go to Lekki, 60% of the houses are owned by Igbos.
But you are in search of a home.
When you go to Kaduna, Kano, everywhere, investments there are owned by Igbo men. They have abandoned their home, the home of their ancestors, the home where they were given birth to, their true identity. Nobody did that to you. You must solve that yourself.
Abio.
By divesting your interest and investing in your home.
Okay, if you want, you are billionaire, Sarambara from one end to the end. Oh yeah, this message is for you.
Two fundamental mistake you are making here in the East. Worldwide, things are shared by population.
So
in
anyway,
Nigeria,
I think my point is made. Stop looking for a home. Okay, stop looking for a home. Everybody is managing the home they have. In this world, some people have a duplex, some people have one room, some people have a bungalow, some people have a palace. Whatever you have is your home. Go and build it like that and manage it and maintain it in your dignity and raise your head high. Okay, you are saying you are developing, how can you be developing other place and your place is lying fallow? And you did not develop your place to the taste that you want, because something is holding you back and you are not ready to address it. When you go to Lagos, and the opportunity in Lagos enables you to prosper, and then you will prosper in Lagos, and then you will make profit in Lagos. Of course, because you are living there, you build house there, you will be living there, because now one life. Did you carry the wealth that you have in Lagos to Lagos? You didn't. You made the wealth in Lagos. So common sense supposed to tell you that the wealth you made in Lagos, that you should be able to return some at home and make it possible for other younger generation not to sojourn like you. European people did it. They went abroad. They went to conquer the whole world. They colonized the whole world. Then the goodies, they enjoy it as colonial master. They carry everything, most of it back home to go and build their place. And before you know it, Europe is standing. Wherever they went to conquer, they are still there dominating. That is who they call the conqueror, the emperor, the conqueror, the lion is here. Not that every day you'll be crying in search of a home. What did the Igbo man do? I went to they call me Ofemmano, they call me Yamini, and now you they call people Ofemmano. Ndofe, Nde Fulani, Nde Fulani, Ndenka, Nde. When you are saying that, is your own version of Onye Igbo. It's your own version of Omo Igbo. It's your own version. But everybody have a way they call other people that are different from them. That one become your problem. How can you omit your beginning? You are talking about you went to here. Start from where you were born. I was born in so place in my homeland. It is like this. Not that you first of all you just disappear. You see yourself in West. They call you nigger. You disappear. You see yourself in Southwest. They call you Omoibo. You disappear. Where did your story start from? Your story is supposed to start in Alibo, because that is your home. And now you are saying you are searching for a home. Why should you? Nobody should take these people serious. Hello, my brother Jerome, I cite you. So you are there. Khan was blowing microphone, destroying Alibo. You did not know that it is your home. You never start to search for home. Oh. You better you go and arrange what is left. This sit at home, you people don't want us to talk. When I'm talking about sit at home, it will be as if I'm the one talking sit at home, as if it is not going on. Do you know what it means that banks are not open on Mondays? On Mondays, banks are not open. Most schools are closed for safety and security concerns. For safety and security concerns, people who have good businesses, big businesses that will involve huge money and finances, they don't open. If maybe you see somebody selling beans and bread on the side of the road, maybe you can see those ones. We still see all these bingos. They will go and turn mama put rice and throw away it. They are feeling powerful. That is your home. They are buying people. Today, they buy four NNCDS. They buy. Today. Young man that they search his phone, see he save somebody as police. Buy. You no do them anything, because their only Simbaka in DSS dungeon tell them say he don't want to use his eye to see police. So they are after anything that look like police that represent Nigeria. And you see that during the election they calmed down. It's like they went on the low. Apart from some political targets, see that they went on the low. Now politicians have left the region. They have resumed their activities. Only una be Jew, lost tribe. God. Lost tribe, the lost tribe of Israel, both in search of a home. I beg go make the people wey be the Ndị Igbo wey get the money, the state government, you people should sit down and look for what you will do. Somebody was showing me a video where they were talking about 30 years plan for Lagos. And it was actually, in that video was not very, very optimistic. It was kind of picking at the problems. And I'm looking at that video, I'm like, so they even have a 30-year plan. Hey, Jesus is Lord. 30-year plan. And I listened to what Soludo was saying, that erosion, Anambra State is like erosion capital. Because why? There's no plan, So you people, you need to go and get a town planner, so surveyors, people that will map out areas, and ecological people to know where the erosion is coming from, the pathways, so that they can know where to channel it and how to help the ecosystem and the soil in that place to preserve the land, and to reclaim those places that the gully erosion have already eaten up, where sand fill it, and get something going, put in infrastructure, especially water system. Let there be like a water corporation. People are not staying because there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do. There's nothing. Even people, when they even employ you in civil service, you just be whiling away your time. You will go there and sit down and go home. There's nothing for you to do. So the region is in need of industries. It's industries and job and opportunity. Like when you go to Lagos, it's not because they give you money or something. It's the environment that just gives you that enablement, and you just come and find something doing for yourself, by yourself. You understand? And you begin to thrive, and you begin to grow. So anybody, good evening, Ada. Good evening, Ada. Anybody that don't like what I'm saying, especially all those our olowo, all those our billionaire, millionaire, onye the cash, when they're chopping and spending the money, there is no reason for money. Maka why? Onye the cash, millionaire. Go and be showing that millionaire in Aliba. I don't want to hear, I'm looking for I went to the Fulani, they call me Yamini, the Yoruba, they call me Onye Igbo. What do you call them? What do you call them when they come to the Southeast? You also have a name for them. You call them Ofeman, you call them Hausa, you call them Fulani, you call them whatever you want. So what a big deal. Even Oyibo, we call them Oyibo. Their name is not Oyibo. Maybe they are German, maybe they are Italians, whether they are French. We call them Oyibo. Big deal. If you don't like how they are treating you, then it's a challenge for you to go and do your own work. And anybody wey dey break im head say e no like wetin I dey talk, I don't know. If you go to Lagos, you don't like their way, then you leave. Why you want to go and fight them? Is that part of the constitution that you must go there and be fighting them? No, you don't do that. Yeah. So I say let me talk Puma for this talk. And the second thing I wanted to share with you guys, you remember when I was telling you guys that those people that are tearing their passports, that they are lying, that passport that they are tearing, it is not a real passport, or better still, it's not a passport that is valid. So I want to show you guys some video.
My Nigerian passport. And it doesn't even matter whether I am Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa. The bottom line is I am Nigerian, and that comes first. Nigeria has failed us. We have hoped for a better country. My wife is Yoruba, and I never intended for Peter Obi to be the leader of Nigeria because he is Igbo. But I wanted him to be the president because of what he has to offer, what it brings to the table for Nigerians. And for that reason, because of what has transpired in this last election, from today I refuse to be associated with anything regarding Nigeria. This is my passport.
So if you notice, you cannot read that part of that information page. It's not legible. You can't read it. You can't read the information.
Telling Igbos to go back to where they come from. Are you people stupid? Are you all mad?
Show the information page.
Nigeria is a failed state.
You know,
this is my Nigerian passport.
So this is what they do. They will be lying to people. They will be lying to people. They will tell you they are tearing their passport. When he's showing that passport, you can, if you look at it from tomorrow, I even zoomed in and everything. It's not legible. He fixed the light in the way that it's not legible. You know, yeah. So it's not legible. So first of all, you need your international passport wherever you are living. Let me tell you guys, there's nobody that has a valid Nigerian passport that will tear it. Why? Because he's going to need it. If he wants to go to Nigeria, he will always need it, because otherwise he will have to go to Nigerian embassy and go and deal with them and collect visa. Let's assuming the person have dual citizenship. For example, you are an American and you have Nigerian you have dual citizenship, American and Nigerian. That means when you want to go to Nigeria, you have to go to Washington from wherever you are living in America to go and get Nigerian visa. Nobody wants to do that, I'm telling you. So anybody that have a valid Nigerian visa with passport will never tear it. The same thing for here. If you have there are countries that require you to hand in your Nigerian citizenship before you can take up their own. So those people, maybe that is this set of these people now, they have already handed in their Nigeria, it's no longer valid, it's no longer useful. They are now citizens of another country. They don't have dual citizenship. So anyhow, they will still go and get that Nigerian visa to go to Nigeria. So they will come openly and be tearing it. But anybody that have a valid, quote me anywhere, they will never tear their passport. And anybody that say that true that is tearing his Nigerian passport because whatever, bring it out very well. Let us see the information on it. Let us see the day of issue and the day of expiration. Let's see expired expiration date issued, date that is going to be expired, so we will know that you are serious. And then they will know your name, so that when you show up in any Nigerian embassy, Oyo is your name. So they are lying to you, my people. I'm lying. They are lying to you. I want to show you another video.
Right now, I feel so ashamed. To be a Nigerian. Seriously. Of what use is this passport? What use? It's useless. I'm not proud of it. It's useless. With what is happening in this country.
Did you see that he didn't share? Did you see? He didn't share the information page. How will you know? Just a second.
Under Buhari's watch.
Did you see? Did you see any information? Expired passport. Me myself, I have this kind of passport here. I didn't use it. But I have my Nigerian passport that has expired. I've not used it. I've not renewed it. When I want to renew it, I'll go to the Nigerian embassy, or when I go to Nigeria, I will change it.
The government has failed us.
You see, I will still show you another one, just for you to know. Because some people, they will say, some people, they already decide the Nigerian passport. They don't have anything that they are doing with Nigerian passport. Is there any proof now that this is a real valid passport, other than they are just talking all the things that fool their mouths?
Critically, good evening, fellow Nigerians.
Just a moment, let's play this video.
Observe the way and manner the Nigerian election has been conducted so far. I have come to the conclusion that Nigeria can never be redeemed.
Okay.
As a result, I have decided not to be associated with anything called Nigeria.
Tomorrow, I ain't go eat ofu egusi pass.
To buttress my assertion, I hereby destroy my Nigerian passport.
You see? Did he show you the information in it? Did you see can you see what I'm saying? Can Can you see it? Do you know who he is? Do you know his name? Do you know the date this passport was issued to him? Do you know the information on that? Nothing. He just come and be tearing. Me, I have my own. Yeah, I can bring it out and show you guys. I have Nigerian passport that has also expired. There's nobody abroad that doesn't have Nigerian passport that is expired because we don't travel so often. Nonsense. My sister, you are welcome. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so my people, I think we have actually made the point, and she is saying that if your home is not inhabitable, which means if you are looking, you are in your home, you made it uninhabitable, of course you are going to be homeless, and that is basically what I'm saying the whole time. Hello.
I said that Nigerian passport has maximum of 10 years lifespan. And if you look at those passports that they were faking the tearing, you will notice that a lot of them have a punch hole at the bottom of the passport. What that thing means is that the passport cannot be, they have renewed it, so they punched it.
Okay.
Like you renew your passport overseas, your driver's license. If the driver's license is plastically, they will chop off a corner of it.
Okay.
A triangle corner of it to make it invalidate it. So those passports had punched holes.
Okay.
That shows that they were no longer useful. That is what they were showing and telling on camera. Another thing they could have done is that they could have also taking a screenshot of their data page. That's all you need from when you want to put it in your phone. So if you present the screenshot of the data page, they will give you a new passport. They will give you pay replacement fee. So people in Nigeria should stop allowing people in diaspora to intimidate them with lies.
All right. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. So she's basically validating what I'm saying. So in addition to somebody that is in search of a home, even though you have a homeland, a brother sent me a video. I'm not going to play that video, but the caption of that video is telling, and I want to show you this. It's just on YouTube. You can go and check it out, and this guy was boasting. I don't know if you can read it. He said, the lady that did this video said there will be no development in Lagos and the north without the Igbos. This sentiment and this mindset is very, very prevalent. And you are the one crying that you don't have a home, you are in search of a home, where you were born, you don't mention about it, you only see parts that matter to you, but there will be no development in Lagos and the north without the Igbos, right? So why is Igbo land not developed to that extent that you don't need to go and all Igbo, you don't have to be looking for where to go to? That's the question. You understand me? So that's the question you have to be asking yourself and saying, you people should stop this mindset. You are going to Lagos and looking for your own well-being. It's not like you are going there to build infrastructure for the old people that you don't know or whatever. You go to Lagos, you render a service, and there's a population, and the government makes it possible for you, and then you are there, basically, right? And then you begin to thrive. Okay, fine. Maybe along the line your business can grow. Maybe you are employing one or two people, or maybe 100 people, whatever. That doesn't mean that when you leave the place we fall. Because, for example, you cannot say when you go to America without you going to America, when you leave America will fall. Why do you have to announce it? If it's really, yeah, you can call in. If it's really in your power, that way, then there will be no excuse why Alibo is not developed to that taste that you want. You guys, you are the one crying that you are looking for a home. In the other way, you are saying if you go, so you actually know where you can go. The Lagos will fall. There will be no development in the north. Are you people serious? Please be advising the young people. Let them not be making all this incitement, because they do these videos, they post it on YouTube, they post it on all the social media, and people will go and watch the video, and they will their disposition towards an ordinary person doing their business will be changing, and they will not be happy, right? So it's not good. It's not good. Now the boasting is too much. The boasting is too much. Yeah, the boasting is too much. Please, you people should stop. Not Don't encourage people to be giving these sentiments. If you have what it takes to develop, please go and develop a label. That's all that is. So at least the population flow towards other region will stop. At least then those people already in other region will gradually trickle back, if this is really what you want. So, and then other people will also have a sign of relief. But when you are saying if you leave Lagos, Lagos will fall. Yeah, nothing life doesn't end. Life goes on no matter what. You're welcome, my brother.
Yeah, good evening, blessed, and
Good
good evening,
evening.
everyone. Once again, make a thank you. One of the issues we are having in the Southeast is we have a very much larger docile population. And we've allowed the minority few to be running riots. You see, when people don't ask questions or don't challenge people they consider to be authority, everything flies. I wish Iwanyanwu and his Ohaneze Ndị Igbo can host a virtual conference where they will ask questions. Let me personally ask him about the contract Obasanjo, his friend, in the same Soludo ceremony gave him that he did execute. How do we forget so soon as Ndị Igbo? Most of these people say if they leave Lagos, they leave Lagos. They are on exile. Majority of them are running from their own cause. What happened? What are we not talking about? Majority of them, Christmas, rather than come back for the festive period, this time they remember to go to different camp, church camp, deeper life camp, retreat camp.
So it's a tactic. It's a tactic. I didn't even think about it.
Even if you come back village now, they start shouting in the morning. Holy Ghost fire. Which Holy Ghost the fire will the fire them? Most of them crying. Can't wait. There's a program you did previously. How our culture encourages people to disinherit, women that widows. With all due respect, we are not talking about that. If they leave Lagos, other people come and take the space. The thing is this. Let the business community, the good people of Ndị Igbo, the business community in Lagos, let them come together and put a communique and distance themselves. That these are IPOBs, these are disgruntled Ndị Igbo. They are not speaking for the rest of us.
Exactly, that's all.
No Igbo person. You see, I still say this. We may have our challenges. I still go back to NSAS, October 2020. If there was any malicious intent towards Ndị Igbo, that was the point. They would do whatever they want to do. But even when Nnamdi Kanu was ranting, now let them go back. It was Ganiyu Adams and so many prominent Yoruba voices and chiefs that came out to say this thing that happened in Lagos has nothing to do with Ndị Igbo. Ndị Igbo people that are doing businesses in Lagos, like Elasamaja, Esolo, let them come out and say the truth. It was still the same area boys that protected your engines outside. Whereas Kanu the lunatic from Umuahia, was busy trying to rope Ndị Igbo into a crisis that has nothing to do with them in Lagos. Burn down Tinubu Hotel, burn down Lagos Airport. I mean, for how long? It is high time Ndị Igbo will come out to distance ourselves. These people, they are not doing it on our behalf. These are disgruntled Ndị Igbo. These are failures. In 2017, August 20th, because
this is Kanu. I'm sorry, I'm listening to you, but I want to be showing them Kanu. There's no seaport in Kanu. It's just recently that they started doing this dry port, but let's just be saying, this is, if you go now, Kanu will just fall. Let's be playing. Continue, now, my brother.
My personal family experience. I came back to Nigeria 19th August. That was on a Saturday. On the 20th morning, being on a Sunday, the baby of the house, my youngest, who is a medical doctor, she went to church. She entered one chance. The whole people on that bus, including the woman carrying the baby, were all Onye Igbo. They held her, beat her. In fact, they locked her two bankers. She has to give her the pin. She was beaten black and blue. These were Onye Igbo. 99% of Ndi Neme one chance na Lagos. Onye Igbo Neme one chance. What are we not talking about? Who was the Igbo person that tracked his fellow Igbo man, pretended to buy a land, buy the man through one for a giant express? No Igbo man. So they advance live Anambra carry in kidnapping go Lagos. You see, the only thing I say is this. Maybe most of us don't have the time or we are still afraid. It is time we form a union and begin to say, these things are not done on behalf of Onye Igbo. Iwanyanwu is not speaking for me. He's speaking for his class and his personal interest. They are part of the class that put Onye Igbo backward, project-wise. Have we forgotten so soon? You know, at the end of the day, these people, they let them leave Lagos. People are waiting to take over. There are so much, you see, people need to understand, Lagos is strategically located and is blessed. At the end of the day, they are making a headway. Most of us have gone there to buy properties. Most of them are built, they are making their money. There is no time in the world where every person will concentrate in the same location. It is never done. Even when we look amongst our siblings, we are all scattered all over the world. Some people are in Port Harcourt, some are in Lagos, some are in UK, some are in US. That is the nature of life. How can we allow riffraff experiments to be dictating for the rest of us? Who is to tell me where to live? Now, let me go back. When they created Bayelsa State, they created Abia State as Bayelsa. I was still a young guy. I can remember the excitement among the Igbos in Port Harcourt. Many of them started trooping to Bayelsa to open all kinds of businesses to make their money. This is what the Igbos are known for. We take businesses everywhere. So it is high time the business communities stand up and make a statement. Say, listen, because if they don't correct these things, it will linger. And the choice is, do they have to cry for the next 8 years? Let them go and buy dozens of handkerchiefs. And let them know this. The Yorubas are not the Fulanis and Hausas. They will give them tit for tat. Anyhow they want and they will do them. Anyway, let me not say much. My sister, thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Thank you. And God bless you. You know, because your lives, you know, you're trying to bridge the gap. People may not appreciate what they're doing because at least these videos, we don't know people that see it. When they see it, they begin to say, there are different voices. There are different Igbos who think differently. And that thought alone will help to salvage the same impunity in Abia State, the same impunity in Lagos. Now, before I leave, the people of Abia were celebrating that Abia has been rescued from the clutches of whatever for 4 years. Was it Fulani and Hausa people that were governors? So they rescued Abia from who? From the same Abia. What are we not talking about? People can see the jubilation. The one jubilation in Abia State, were they jubilating that the Fulani Caliphate has left Abia? It is the same politicians, the same Abia. My sister, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I was gonna do a video on that jubilation because it was crazy the way they were so happy. And you know, when I was looking at that jubilation for the loss of PDP in Abia State, I was like, and they were just singing emotional song like crossing over, like the triumphant entry, like something magnificent. And I was wondering, like, so you people couldn't defeat just a few number of Abia men and women that just gang up and held the state hostage. But in your mind, you think you can go and defeat the federal government of Nigeria all the way to Abuja. You form camps in Ali Igbo, put young men there, destroying their life, instead of you to do the right politics and give benefit of democracy to your people. Instead, you set them up and you can't even get an Abia State, even though the person holding the microphone is from Abia State. So the whole thing was just funny. I wanted to do a video. Maybe I will still get to do that video towards the swearing in, because it was really nice the way, and almost like emotional, like you could tear up the joy in the heart of the people. And when I see that kind of jubilation, I'm just hoping, I just really hope that the hopes of the people will not be thrown out of the window again. I really hope that Alesoti will be different. I really hope, because there is so much hope. There's so much people are looking forward to in his regime. I really hope that he can deliver, even if it is just 50%. It will make a lot of difference. But I like that he was giving some statistics that how many months have not been paid. Like he's abreast of what is on ground, and I know he has been competing for the past 8 or so years. I really hope that he will give something back to the people, because the people were really happy and there was jubilation on the street of Umuahia, the street of Aba. You need to see that video. Maybe I'll be able to do a compilation and show you guys how they celebrated the fall of PDP in Abia State. And I really hope that it is not the same PDP guys that will jump into labor and still, kind of retake their positions, that kind of a thing. So, in conclusion, my people, first of all, we have a home. The whole purpose of my video is to say, Nkijika. I remember when I was very young, there was a song that they used to sing in the village and in the southeast at that time. And that song used to touch me, and for some reason I didn't know why. But when I'm growing up, it begin to make more sense. And that song say, Nkema kolamo, Nkema kolamo, Iyo komo, Nanye mo Nkema kolamo. Nkem akọla m o, Nkem akọla m o, Ibuchi na-eme mma, nna nye m Nkem akọla m. Like, give me my own so that I will not be looking at other people. Like, if the whole world is missing, if everything is, I don't have anything, give me the one that I will call my own and I will hold as my own. And I think that part of it is why I do my videos, and I'm trying to tell our people, nke ga-akọla gị, nke iji jide ya aka, jidesie ya aka n'ike, because you already have ala Igbo. Hold on to it. What you have, build on it. You can only use what you have. If you don't use what you have, if you don't use, thank you, Hope, right? If you don't use what you have, it will be taken away from you and given to somebody else. History has so many populations that were displaced. You're not better than them, but if you don't play your card, this you're crying and crying and crying and pointing. Our brother reminded me, you say they called you Onye Igbo, but you also call them Ofemano. You say they called you Nyamiri, but you also call them Aboki, Malam. You call them, So everybody have what they call each other. Jidenki Ji. Reclaim your homeland. Yesterday they buy some men. I posted it on my chat. A man that just came back, he went to celebrate Mothering Sunday with his mom. That was the end of it. So, Nkejika, your home. If the whole world, if you lack the whole world, that one that is your own, don't lose it. Don't lose it, because you don't know what you have until you lose it. Until you lose it. Now you are looking for a home while you are standing and sitting and lying down in the home, but you are looking for it, right? But there will be a day you will look for it. Then you will not have food to set on it. Maybe you will be somewhere in an IDP or in a refugee camp somewhere, and then they will clear the whole place. All these demarcations, landmarks you have as your villages, as your village centers, as your town, you will not have them again. Like South Africans, they collected their land and made huge farmlands out of it, and sent them into shanty towns. Okay. So I believe I have made my point for this evening, my people. First of all, stop looking for a home if you're Onye Igbo. And second of all, don't believe them when they tell you that they are tearing their Nigerian passport and Nigeria is not worthy, right? No matter whatever is going on, for now, we are still declined as Nigerians. And everybody, every one of us, whether we are Hausa, whether we are Igbo, whether we are Yoruba, whether we are Edo, whether we are whatever we are, everybody will look at us, they'll say Nigerians. Nobody knows the demarcation. So within Nigeria, let us try our best. And the politicians, the politicians that we met, see, like, all these politicians that have been in power since the Civil War, since after the Civil War, and they are still the same people in power. They have always, in America, they call it race card, because they have white and black. So they have always played the tribal card, the ethnic card, to get the power, to get to power. So we, the younger generation, we're supposed to know the game that they are playing, and don't let it get to us. You understand? We need to understand that last, even the way Nigerian constitution made it, like, you need to get 25% of vote from everywhere, so that at least you can have a widespread coverage. So that it's not going to be, your government is not going to be in your base alone, right? In your ethnic nation alone. So let us promote ethnic, how will I put it, ethnic harmony. Let's not give into the ethnic divide. And the people that point the most, this they are doing the same thing. So that's why I'm trying to use my videos to say, you are pointing that they are doing this thing, they are doing it, but you are doing the same thing, you are doing worse even. Like, you are not giving room for your people to even thrive in your place, in your home, and they are going to other people's space to look for succor. Amend and deal with the problems at home, so that people will come home by themselves. I gave the example of the prodigal son. Remember the prodigal son in the Bible? That can be likened to the story. And at the end of the day, if people see that everything is going on well, you don't need to tell them to come home. They will come home by themselves. Yeah. So our brother have said one factor people have mentioned is that if all Igbos return home, they will be overpopulated. Well, I don't know about that, but at the end of the day, not everybody will go. One thing is that is important is, if you have the homeland that is developed, nobody is saying that you must be there, but you will not be, there's a difference when you just have to go somewhere else to survive. One of the ingredients, or one of the factors that will determine your success in life is emigration. You need to emigrate. That is the debilitating factor that we are seeing. So, but when, like, for example, German people, they emigrate also. A lot of people, my number, a lot of people like to come to, just a minute, come to Germany, for example, right? But German people also go to other places. That's what people don't know. German people emigrate, but their homeland is still developed, which means they don't really need to. They don't really, by all means, but when they want to, they can. And when they go there and things don't work out 10 years down the line, they come back home. Even if they means that they are starting from afresh, at least they have made that experience. We need something like that, right? We need something like that. For me, personally, say, our brother say we have taken migration too far. It's become absurd. It's because if you don't migrate, you are like, for example, if you go to other parts of Nigeria, it's not like it's the most beautiful or all those things. For example, if you go to the poor areas, for example, you'll be able to start out, even start a family. You can just, I don't know, you will be able to micromanage your life in a more better way, and more easier way, and more possibilities. For example, your children can get into schools on merit more easily. Like, there are so many factors that make that migration out of Alibo almost mandatory, if you want to make it something, like, if you want to put it like that. So for me, it's like if you can ameliorate the factors on ground, the culture, the hostility, the government, taxation, and you know, the I don't know how to explain it. Now you must have to lived in the southeast to have a glimpse of what I'm saying. You understand? And you know, you cannot really feel that freedom to do as you want. So most times, even people who have gone to other regions and have done well, when they try to come back and relocate, you know, it's not also going well for them eventually, you know. Hello? Hello, good evening.
Yes, this is Abdul.
Ah, okay, you're welcome. Oh, the line cut off. Yeah. Lagos is congested, and if you can see that Lagos is congested, but they are expanding. Lagos is expanding into Ogun State. Have you seen it? Lagos is expanding into Ogun State. You understand? Lagos is expanding, and like all this Lekki, Ibeju Lekki. If you look at the map, you see that it's already on the border. Hello.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yes, this is Abdul calling.
Ah, okay. We are listening. Go ahead.
Well, I wanted to contribute to the conversation.
Okay.
About all this happening.
Okay.
From my understanding is that the Igbo leaders, they are just trying, they are manipulating the young generation because of the atrocities they have committed before. Somebody like Wanyao, I happen to be hearing his name because I was a southwesterner, but I was born in the north.
Okay.
I grew up hearing his name.
Okay.
Wanyao,
yeah.
Because I think he has a team then. He has a football team, Wanyao National or something.
Yeah.
So they have brainwashed the youth of Igbo. The difference between Igbo and Yoruba is that all of us have bad leaders, but the Yorubas, we don't hide under behind one finger. We will come out. Everybody will come out and say his own mind. Look at what happened when Sunday Igbo is trying to become somebody like Nnamdi Kanu. You can see the well-to-do Yorubas, they came out. Everybody come to attack him that this is not our own culture. We don't believe in this nonsense you are doing. And look at what happens to him. What is even hearing about him? But the Igbos, they like somebody that will lie to them. That will come and manipulate them, that will tell them something they have to hear. And you can, if you are in state of mind, you'll be independent. But if somebody manipulated your mind, you are gone forever. I was born and brought in the north. I migrated from the north to the southwest. This is where I am now. I have succeeded. I have become somebody. But because the place I am, it's not my state of origin. I never interfere in the affairs. I have already succeeded. I am doing my business. Nobody is disturbing me. And so I will not now say because I'm a Yoruba man, maybe they have an issue with their traditional something. I will say, oh, it's not my business.
Apart from that, I think that the issue is if you are even involving in the politics, it should look like pro-local. You know, like your campaign, your politics should be like you are among the local and they see you as one of them, pro their own. You know, like when they see you as an outsider and it's coming as, you know, as an invasion, then there's gonna be a pushback.
Yeah. When you want to fight the owner of the land, nobody is pursuing Igbos. Nobody is pursuing. Look at what one now is saying. They have invented in Nigeria. Who is pursuing them? Nobody is pursuing them now. Nobody is after Igbo. Everybody is expected them.
Yeah.
To work and make money. So nobody is against. They are the ones disrupting themselves. Today they want Biafra. Next tomorrow they want to be Nigerian president. Another next tomorrow they are having issue with Hausa. Today they are having issue with Yoruba. I think tomorrow they may have issue with Benin. Or it's possible for 10 people, man, to tell someone one person that person is crazy. But it's not possible for one person to now point his finger and say, look at these 10 people, they are all crazy. Definitely is the one crazy. Yeah. What is wrong with the Igbos? Who is after them? Nobody's after them. Nobody. But they are running away from their shadow. Look at what happened today. They killed people. Onye is there, the leaders, the governors are there. Nobody is saying anything because they don't want them to abuse them. The so-called clerics that we're supposed to hear the truth from their mouths,
Thank you so much, my brother. So before I go, I want to show you guys the map of, because of what one of our brothers said, and I didn't even know I would stay this long, but anyway, I've started already. So I want to share this map of Lagos, before I go. So if you look at this map, you can see, like our brother wrote in this comment, let me remove the comment. So Igbo have taken migration to absorb. So for example, this is Nigeria once again. So let's go to Lagos. You can see here, Lagos. So you can see all this. Lagos is not actually big. It's just on the coastline, right? It's just on the coastline. You can see. So Lagos is now expanding to this place. Are you seeing it? Can you see it? Lekki, Ibeju. You can see they are here now. All these places they are developing it. Where did this our sister write, Fola? She said that Lagos is building Araromi in Ondo. Yeah. So is it this Araromi you are talking about? So you can see this road. You can see the border to Ogun State. So Lagos is actually expanding into Ogun State, and you can see. I think this is a forest, a nature reserve. This is a forest area. It's preserved, but you can see, Lagos is expanding also along the coastline. It's expanding, it's going. So this is the Ondo she's talking about. You can see this Araromi road. You can see, where did I see that Araromi now? You understand? So see it here. They are taking it, and already before you know it, they are already in Ondo State. Are you seeing it? This is Ekpe. What does it? How long does it? This is Ore. Are you seeing it? So Lagos is expanding. So Lagos is small, but because of the population growth and this expansion, here they are building the seaport, the free trade zone. You understand? And it's like another city on its own. Like they have left the mainland. They are going towards this area. They are building. They have a 30-year plan. There's a new airport, a deep sea port, refinery. It's like emerging as another city on its own. You understand? So we need to even if all these politicians select themselves, and first of all, it doesn't matter whatever anybody, however you got power. The main thing is when you get that power, use it and do something and leave a legacy. Bring in people that know how to develop the country, people that can actually look at the terrain and make us something out of it, so you can map it out for even all these things that what is causing all this erosion in Anambra most of the time is because of the unplanned cities sprawling up and down. People will just be building, pouring concrete in soil. That's not what development is all about. It's also part of it. So for example, like I'm showing you that forest reserve, they are not going to touch that forest reserve. Let me show you people again. You can see it even on Google. You can see it is mapped at, Shasha Nature Reserve, Omoji Forest Reserve. You can see it. Nigeria still have some areas that are like, okay, to preserve the ecology, the biodiversity, and the original natural reserve of the area. They still map up some area. and it will be there. So when they are developing, they are not going to go into this forest reserve. And so anybody that maybe they go and sell land to you, you know that they would, they would destroy it. So they will just map out that area. You see that they leave that place, they are going along the coastline, because of course everybody like to have a city along the coastline. Yeah. So we need people that will think what they can do and actually start doing it, get on with it, not all this crying. Me, I don't deal with crybabies. I don't want to hear. You have a home, deal with your home, develop your home, build your home, stop complaining, stop pointing fingers. That's just it. Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone. Wow, our sister is saying there are still elephants in that forest reserve. Of course, you see. So these are people that are also thinking. In our own side, it's like all the nature doesn't mean anything. Everything is concrete, built, built, built. You will see a whole city, there will be no green. See a whole region, there will be no green. You understand? Anyway, thank you so much, my people. It's been another wonderful evening. I didn't know that the video would be long like this, but here we are. So I wish you have a wonderful evening, and share the video if you don't do any other thing. I'll see you guys. Bye for now.